also my parents were the ones who taught me everything in studying and how to be able to study each subject and persevere in all of my subjects.
Ang motivation ko syempre is makagraduate at makakuha ng work na may mataas na sahod para ma-provide ko yung future needs ko.
I think my inspiration for studying is um, maybe my family. Yeah, actually, they motivate me to study more, um, give me the strength when I'm down, and the confidence to face whatever is in that exam. I think um, the best way my is what my father told me is to never give up. Actually, they've been trying to strive. My father is a truck driver. My mother, she's a call center agent, and I see hard, hard work in their eyes, and you see that they're tired every day, um, and that motivates you because um, people who work hard for you means they love you, and that's all.
I pursue extracurricular activities like sports, poetry, and plays because I find them much better to pursue than academics. Academics can be a bit bland sometimes, while extracurricular activities tend to be more hands-on and thus it's more preferable.
Focus lang ako sa academics kasi ang goal ko lang naman talaga is makagraduate. And sa sobrang hectic ng schedule, hindi na rin kaya magkaroon ng extracurricular activities.
Um, I don't pursue only on academics. I pursue on sports and games. I play games, yes. Uh, and I also play sports. Not because I want to distract myself, but I want to to learn from mistakes, from acting as a team. I play basketball, and in a team sport, you need to have communication, and this is essential for your work. And I think that in studying, you also need communication because with communication, there comes you can get a lot of answers not from your classmates, not by cheating, but by uh, by sharing your notes and what you know. Thanks.
I do use other references for some of my lessons, especially from real life experiences or experiences that are from my relatives, especially if the subject is related to their experiences. For example, that that my parents or my entire family actually works in a business firm, and so I can actually use the accounting methods that they use in my subjects for accounting. So that makes it a lot easier for me to understand accounting.
It depends kasi kung wala dun sa lectures niya or handouts na binigay niya, syempre kailangan ko maghanap ng ibang reference.
My references are from outside because I think that if I learn by myself means that I am willing to know what my professor is trying to say. Yes, and I listen to my professors and I observe what they are teaching. Thank you.
The education here in the Philippines is quite adequate for me in order to probably go abroad and probably live there, like because it's pretty adequate enough for me
in order to study. Kasi, parang alam naman natin na mas advanced doon. And kapag kahit high school lang yung tinapos mo doon, parang may assurance na may trabaho kang makukuha.
I think I would go both because um, studying in order to go to abroad is essential for you to study in abroad. I think when I grow up, when I graduate, um, I would study hard and still study while traveling the world. I want to learn more. I want to gather more information and, as much as possible, help my community here in the Philippines.
My hobbies are more or less sports related and also arts related. So my sports, I prefer to play almost any sport. And for arts, most of the time I want to act in a play. My interests normally are around the sports and arts as well. And I also like working on computers.
So yun, hobbies ko, listening to music, watching TV, and yung interest ko is photography.
My hobbies and interests are playing basketball, playing football. I play computer games. So basically, I play League of Legends. I also play Dota. Basically, I'm what you call this multi sport. I don't know. I don't know the term. Basically, I like going around and trying to discover. Thanks.
Okay, I never really had any thoughts when I was going to go into college. I didn't really have much initiative when I wanted to go to college. But I had choices of courses that I wanted to take. Like IT and probably animation. Those are the ones that I wanted to have, but then again I didn't really feel like I had any initiative to go to any of the other colleges that were far away from my own home.
For me, it's more of fear kasi parang hindi talaga ako sigurado kung ano yung posibleng mangyari. And parang based on sa mga naririnig ko, parang yun nga, parang college is like really hell. Sobrang hassle and hectic. So, ayun, medyo negative din yung dating niya sa akin.
Yes, I had my fears. Number one is I have to leave my childhood. Number two, I have to leave my comfort zone because it's a new community, new friends, new family. Leaving my high school family was hard for me because I was bullied and not seeing them again, my protectors, my comfort zone is hard. So basically, trying to grow up was hard for me. And yeah, I was excited, yes, because I get to find a job, get to look for a job. Excited because finally I can say goodbye to assignments, more assignments here though. But once I graduate, it's all over. Just 4 years.
Favoritism is definitely still active in the class environment, especially for those students who get close to the prof and be friendly with their teachers. So it is basically shown that favoritism is still around.
Yes, may favoritism, but I think it depends na talaga sa prof. Siguro personal issue na nila yun kung meron man. Baka galing sa experiences nila. Ganun.
It depends on the professor. I think favoritism is not a key for a student to pass, but it looks like the student wants to communicate with the professor very well. If students don't understand the professor, um, what can they do? I think I think they can. The best way for a student to befriend the professor is after uh, after the term, when he or she is not your professor anymore. And I think favoritism is very normal for the professor, because um, not all are smart, not all can get along with him, and um, not all can strive, but not everyone strives.
So originally, when I went to enroll here in San Beda College Alabang, I wanted to take IT, but special occasions happened there, and I was put into mass communication instead. So simply from there, I wanted to switch my course to IT, but I wasn't allowed because of the entrance test didn't allow me to. So I actually just switched to entrepreneurship because also my family is in business, so it works.
More of a choice kahit na hindi ako prepared, pero ako yung pumili. So, it's my choice.
The course I'm taking now is my choice, but not what I want. Um, I've always wanted to be a physical therapist, but I ended up in IT. And the reason for that is that I can't take it because I want a longer period of studying, and my parents don't want that. So they want me to study a 4-year course, then graduate, and help my siblings. And IT is the closest thing to a hobby I can have.
My plans after I graduate is pretty simple. First, I will get a job and probably learn from that company that I'm working in. And eventually, I will make my own company and make it better. Google, like Google, who has seen Yahoo as their example, and then they made it.
After I graduate, find a stable job and mag-travel to different places.
My plans after I graduate is, first I work. I work for like 4 or 5 years. I have to get money for my siblings, and after that, I'll study again. I have to get my master's degree in game development. After that, I'll try to look for jobs in the US, in Europe, in in Asia. Basically, what I'm going to do is what I said earlier. Um, Gather information, learn, and then help the community.
Students of college life, as of now, as with me probably as a representation, I think that we are doing fine in college, though probably not as motivated in order to finish our college and probably learn a lot from our lessons. And as and my con and what I'm comparing it to are two of my parents. They are very diligent in their lessons, especially with their hectic schedules in their respective colleges. My mom is still probably was a was still an honor student then, and my dad was able to pass the accounting exam.
Yung students ngayon, college students ngayon, and yung college students before, for me, wala namang pinagbago. Siguro yung, in terms of, ano lang, parang sa generation lang yan eh. Bali yung parang, halimbawa sa music, yung genre ng, kanyari, yung dating students, rock, tapos tayo, pop. Pero, parehas lang sila eh. Parang, dun lang siguro nagkakaiba.
I think students now are more more liberated. I think they are free to do what they want to do as of uh, compared to students of the past, wherein they are punished and disciplined very well. I think students right now should learn how to discipline themselves um, because because they are the future of the Philippines, the future of our community. I think they are smart enough to study, but also smart enough to discipline themselves.